There's a lot of mixed trends at the moment in terms of the Old South areas. They are still very, very attractive. A lot of tenants and a lot of people are looking to move out the busy Joburg CBD, the busy and the density of it. So the outlying areas being the Old South, Rosettenville, Turffontein, Kenilworth, it becomes very, very popular to them and more feasible for them. So it's 5 minutes away from the Joburg CBD. And it's, so a lot of them would probably prefer to stay in areas like that instead of being in town. That being said, Joburg CBD has also become very expensive in relative to the Old South areas. The Old South areas are still a lot more affordable if you have to do like for a one bed compared to Joburg CBD. The trends I currently see regarding what's happened through this COVID period is the affordability of tenants in the lower income market has been really squeezed. They're battling to cover their rent and their municipal bills. So we're finding that the guys end up falling further and further behind on their rental payments. The ability to service their rental has just become really difficult. This leads to high vacancy rates, huge turnover of tenants prior to COVID. Before, tenants would be staying a lot longer. It would be a year, 2 years lease agreements. Now I find that there's been a massive turnover in between 3 to 6 months. You're seeing a big turnover of tenants. It's than before. Some of the bad trends I'm seeing is that there's obviously a lot of influx of foreigners, where it becomes very difficult for us to track their history in terms of their payments, where they're from, how long they've had their businesses for. A lot of them own their own businesses. So it's hard to track them in terms of, or credit vet them in terms of being good tenants. So we're finding that a lot of these guys, they hijack buildings, they make a business of it, and it's a very difficult thing to stop. With short-term and long-term risks in this market, I believe they tie in actually. The short-term and long-term risks are the same. Is to maintain a good occupancy rate is always a challenge. That's definitely one of your risks. To obviously maintain collections, maintain a good collection rate is definitely one of your risks, one of your major risks. To maintain a good collection rate in today's times is very difficult. To make your return on your investment worthwhile is you need to obviously maintain a good collection rate. And in today's times, with the municipal charges ever increasing every year, makes it difficult for the low income market to maintain a good payment behavior. My advice to the newbies who are looking to get involved in this business is that it's not a passive income. It's no longer a passive income. It requires a good managing agent and it requires involvement from the owners. If you combine the two, it makes it a very worthwhile investment. I still believe in these because I still see them as low-risk investments. You've got a multi-tenanted building. You limit your risk in terms of the numbers of tenants. If you've bought the building for say 6 units, you've got 5 good paying tenants, maybe you've got 1 bad paying, so you've limited your risk. So in terms of net returns, in terms of the Old South areas, you can expect returns in excess of 12-13% compared to the likes of individual units in Cape Town or Morningside and the less risky areas. You can look at, the returns after paying your levies, after paying your managing agent, you're looking at net returns of 6 to 7, maybe possibly 8%. So, I believe the reward outweighs the risk by far in terms of the Old South areas.
I hope you enjoyed this short interview. Give it a thumbs up if you did. If you want to see the full extended interview with this Power Team member, please join my membership program. In my membership program on YouTube, you get access to exclusive content, discount on merchandise, and you can send me live deals that you're looking at and I will analyze them on my channel.